So I received my new aluminum radiator from Toms Offroad. Sorry, I have to think about that. It's hard to disconnect from the old name. But I received it yesterday, opened it up this morning, and was really impressed with the quality of it. So I wanted to shoot a video, so I did that this morning before I went to work, and it kind of goes over the differences between my stock radiator from 1969 in my Bronco to the new updated aluminum version from Tom's. Really good construction. I kind of go over my issues with. I had some slight overheating issues driving back from Super Celebration up to Massachusetts, and not terrible, nothing that would scare me or anything. And then kind of progressively, as of like a week and a half ago, I did a little cruise. My kids got stuck in some traffic, and it was warm. We had the air conditioner on, and the temperature started to go up. We actually pulled over because my gauge was reading 200, which is about 15 degrees off. So I pulled over, kept it running, threw the heat on, opened the hood, got the temp down, and then drove home. Immediately, went through the radiator, did some diagnostic stuff, and I think I go over all that in the video. So anyways, the video is coming up right now. So hopefully it helps you guys out, and helps you out with issues with the overheating. Also making a decision on radiator. It's really good quality. It looks great. Another thing I don't think I mentioned is on my 69, obviously it didn't come with air conditioning because they never did. But I had air conditioning. A label was installed at the dealership, and someone had removed it, maybe because of overheating. And so I reinstalled the air conditioning. I added power steering, and I upgraded the alternator to a 170 amp alternator. So it's a lot of stuff going on. Puts a lot of strain in the motor. So I'm sure that's probably not, obviously it wasn't intended to be there with the original setup. So hopefully this new radiator will cure it. I also have Tom's it's like a high flow, high output water pump on there, and combined with the new radiator, I'm hoping my problems will be cured. I don't think it's too much of an issue, because as soon as you turn the heat on, the temp goes straight down. So a little heat, if that's enough to take down the temperature, then it shouldn't be too much of an issue. But here you go. So my radiator was acting up a little bit, about 2,500 miles on my 69 since we've been on the road. Took it down to Tennessee for Supercell, no issues. Until the way home, we noticed it, if we sat idle for 5 minutes or so, especially with the air conditioning on, it would start to go up in temp. Nothing crazy. Got home, been driving it, it's been over a month now, I guess. And a couple of weeks ago, I took it out with my kids, a week and a half ago, and noticed it was overheating. As soon as I came to a stop, it started to go up in temp. So it would be about 220 and about 175, 180 at the bottom hose. But it was like 220 up here, and then this whole bottom region was about 105. So I don't think any of these tubes are functioning 100%, if at all. So I think they're all clogged. And if you look into the neck, you can see the little crustiness on the ends of the tubes. I did try to clean this out over a year ago now. Thought I did a good job, but apparently, I don't know if it just wasn't 100% and all the sediment got clogged in here, but upgraded to this one from Toms Offroad. Significantly better. This is aluminum, copper. This has 50% more rows to it than this one. If you look, there's 46, maybe 47 rows. I think it was 46. This one's 31 row tubes, 3 core, so 3 rows of 31, and this has 3 rows of 46. So 50% more tubes, about the same size tubes. And if you measure the amount of fins per inch, this is about 15 to 16 per inch. This one's about 11 to 12 per inch. So more fins, more tubes, less fins, less tubes. I don't know. Hopefully that equals better cooling. but essentially a duplicate of the copper one, other than, you know, obviously aluminum doesn't get soldered as well, so this gets all welded. All the connections, the input and output of the radiators gets welded. They have the same area where you can hook up a cooler for your transmission. Other difference is this nipple here for the overflow comes out at an angle, but this one comes out straight. This is actually better for me because my air conditioning compressor is right here on top passenger side area, so the hose comes right over it, really close to the belt, so this should work better for me. But yeah, pretty cool. I'm hoping that it's an upgrade. Obviously, functioning, not functioning should do something different. So anyways, that's my quick overview between the two radiators. I couldn't find anything comparing these online, so hopefully this helps people, you know, with the decision